Hi, welcome to the information session regarding Bankworks. My name is Sue Davis and I'm the Career Navigator. Bankworks started in 2006 in LA, and then there were two more classes added in Seattle in 2011, and we've had Bankworks 4 times a year since 2016. Bankworks is a no-cost training that's 8 weeks long, 3 days a week, which will provide you information about how to be successful entering into the banking field in job positions such as a teller, a personal banker, maybe in a call center. Some people have chosen that. And in addition to that, we provide you with support services. For example, we can help with professional attire, and we provide job coaching well into the first year of your employment. In addition to that, we offer this training to anyone who is 18 years of age or older and who has completed their high school diploma or GED. If you have not yet finished your high school diploma or GED, we'd love to have you in the program, but because these are the bank's 2 main requirements, we'll have to wait until you've done that. So as soon as you've completed your GED, be sure and contact me again. In addition, you should be able to read, write, and speak English fluently. The class is taught in English. Most of the transactions you will do on the job are completed in English, and the bank's training is always going to be in English. If though you are bilingual or trilingual, banking's about relationship, and so that will be a wonderful value that you can put on your applications and bring to the relationships of your employer. We do like to see some basic computer skills. Not because the bank's computer systems are difficult, it's because you are going to be completing 9 applications in rapid succession the last 2 weeks of class. We need to be able to have you navigate the Zoom version, our virtual classroom, and so low confidence in computer skills is helpful there. We do like to see some previous cash handling experience, for example, from retail or restaurants. Although that's not a requirement, there may be other ways you can demonstrate that you would be successful with balancing tills, know a little bit about accounting. There are other things that can be substitutes for that. We do like to see some previous customer service experience because dealing with the public can be difficult at times. The next bullet, you do need to be bondable. What that means is that banks are conservative organizations who have strict background checks, which include credit checking. Don't worry too much about that one. That only applies to some jobs. Criminal history, background checks, as well as they do ask about previous job endings. If you have any concerns about that, please let me know. Let's talk about that individually, and I'll have my contact information at the end. And the last bullet in that list really should be the first bullet. You should have a sincere interest in joining the banking industry for the long term. In addition, if you are completing our application and you're wondering why we're asking about SNAP and TANF and whether you're low income or not, those can provide you with what are called priority of service. It's not necessarily a negative. This program is intended to help people get into better paying jobs and therefore have access to this program. And we may be able to provide you with priority of service in getting into the class or and getting some support services. It is not a requirement. It's not a deal breaker. Now that you've completed an application, I will be reviewing that, and then I will be following you up with you with a phone interview. And the phone interview, I will make sure that you've looked at your calendar to make sure that you're free the 3 days of the week, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays from 9 to noon on most days, so that you can participate in the Zoom class. You'll be required to be on camera during that time. And so I'll also ask, will you have a space and a quiet place for you to be able to do so? Will you also be able to set aside time to do some homework? And you'll be completing some homework in preparation for the next class and so on. If we're both headed in the same direction, then I will also send you a math, reading, and writing and computers assessment. Pretty easy. You'll do on your own on the honor system. Once you've completed those steps, we will make a tough decision. It's a little bit of a competitive process, so we'll decide who will be in the class. And I promise I will contact you, good or bad news. If it's bad news, then we'll look at another future session. But if you're selected for the class, you'll want to come to the class, dress the best you can, and we can help you with professional clothing. So don't worry too much about that. It's really our expectation that you'll attend all the classes and complete all of the homework. That's a big factor. It is a class where you're expected to participate. And this will be our first time rolling this out as a Zoom meeting. So we'll show lots of grace with that, but we'll also need you to practice being outgoing, because bankers are outgoing people who can talk to anybody, anytime, about anything, diplomatically and professionally. We'll want you to demonstrate a positive attitude, and we'll practice everyone participating in teamwork. So there are many stresses that might come with becoming a banker. People can be very upset when they're talking to you about their money. There is a possibility of a bank robbery, very low percentage, but I want to share that possibility with you. There are going to be times when you will have to go get a supervisor to help you out of a situation. It's very important that you balance exactly every day. So those are some of the stresses. But the reason that we're happy to provide people with Bankworks training is that banking is a strong industry with lots of positives. For example, if you look at that first section, you'll see that they offer very good benefits, including medical, dental, vision, educational reimbursement after you've been there a year, very generous retirement plans, and so many forms of paid days off, like holidays, sick, vacation. They even will sometimes pay you up to 2 days for volunteering. And so that is great, in addition to having stable, reliable hours that aren't graveyard shifts or swing shifts, very much 9 to 5. Some organizations will have you work half days, Saturdays. You'll also have regular opportunity for advancement and evaluations with pay raises, and the wages have gotten very good in banking. Most banks are paying at least $15 an hour to start. Some are paying more. And through Bankworks, you're going to meet 9 hiring managers, people with the decision-making power to make hiring decisions. And you will also be able to have a year of coaching and mentoring, and the career navigator works with you until you're employed and a year into your first year, where you can ask any question that you want. And the best thing about banking is they do believe in promoting people, and they do so quicker than the, promotions in other industries. Portland results have been very good. We have typically had 70% placement, meaning 70% employment out of each of our classes. And 2020, we have not had as many classes, but we expect that that will be the case going forward. Here are our 9 sponsor banks. We have a very special relationship with them. They will come to the class, they'll visit virtually in 2021 and tell you how it is to work at their organization, how to be successful in the banking industry, and they may even share some hints about how to be a great candidate so that they will choose you out of the many choices you will have. You are going to be applying to them first and only them during the last 2 weeks of class. That's the deal we've made with them. We say thank you to the banks. You get to see our applicants first, but then after graduation, you will continue to apply to any and all banks or credit unions that you would like to. But you see that we have US Bank, Bank of America, Umpqua, Wells Fargo, Unitas, Washington Federal, Columbia Bank, Bank of the West, and Key Bank as our sponsors. So you filled out the application, expect my phone interview. If you have any questions or concerns, my email is going to be sdavis@seworks.org, or call my cell phone or text me at 503-964-4326. Look forward to talking to you in the phone interview. I look forward to meeting you via Zoom. Thank you for your time.